guys, welcome back. I am happy to be back because we were out last week. This is Blackness and Magic, the second season of our Black adventures. We are a real play Kids on Brooms stream. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jordan. I'm your game master this evening and most evenings. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me at Lambertra. Breaking news, I too am pregnant by Nick Cannon. That's a joke. You know who is not pregnant by Nick Cannon? One of the few of us who isn't? Kiki.
I don't know what you heard, girl, but I am the pregnantest. We decided we were going to name the baby LaNyquil, so maternity photos coming soon.
Because Nick Cannon shows up for a maternity shoot if he does nothing else.
He sure does. I'm Kiki, and when I'm not here, you can find me on Smells Like Teen Angst on YouTube. I'm talking about something angsty and newsy, and that's really about it. Other than that, there are people who are more interesting, who do more things on this show, like my good friend DK.
Hi, that's me. I'm DK. First of all, I know that my mother is watching this. I swear on my life I am not pregnant by Nick Cannon, just in case I'm going to call after this. Well, other things that I do, including not being impregnated by Nick Cannon, are I DM a D&D game. That's not this one. And it will be premiering this weekend. The trailer will drop on Sunday. So, go to SAP4C on Instagram and go look at that. Go watch that. Me and Jordan are in it, and it's a blast. It's been super fun to shoot. You know who else was a blast? Moses.
Oh wow. I am Moses. My pronouns are he, him. And I was just recently made aware that DK's mom is watching this. And for you, I do have to say, I am pregnant with Nick Cannon's babies. It was a recent thing. He was single. I was in the neighborhood. Whatever. But you know who's not pregnant? My boy Jeff.
I'm Jeff. My pronouns are he, him. One of the great things about not having children is that you have a lot of free time and a lot of money. So that's right. You guys in the comments have been wondering what I was going to do with all my free time and money, and I'm learning how to play the oboe. Back to you, Jordan.
All right. So,
Jeff always brings it for the intro.
Right?
Very proud of you.
Guys, this is so great.
I'm running out of
Let's
things.
start our games with a Black history quote. This week's quote comes from the original Blackfish, Taylor Dane, because we all thought she was Black till we saw that music video. And the quote is, "Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is it really love or is it just a game?" That's it. Who wants to do a recap of what happened last session for a hero point? You're all maxed out on hero points, but still, who wants to do a recap? They're not hero points in this game. That's Pathfinder. They're adversity tokens. Jesus. All right.
We don't do things if we're not getting paid for it. So,
who wants to do a recap? Anyone?
I think I got a shot. Nope.
Right.
DK's gonna get a shot.
Should have waited a little bit longer. We went to the library last time on Blackness and Magic to research Montero, whatever it is that our divination teacher keeps bringing up to tell us, or keeps having visions about, since none of the adults will level with us and tell us what's going on. We went to the library, we snuck in, we broke into a cage full of restricted books with the help of Jan the backpack, and then those books attacked us. And that was less than ideal. That was pretty not good. We were triumphant over the books, and I think then we left. It's been a while.
Yeah, basically. My favorite moment from last week's, or our last session together, was when I made a reference to the Langoliers and the face that you made at me, DK. If you could have slapped me through the computer. But yeah, y'all went to the library after hours. You went to the library after hours. You found some Sailor Moon mangas. You did some research in the restriction section and found out a couple of things. So you found that there's a pattern of missing children that happens every 15 years or so at Inglewood College. You found out about Montero Jones, who was a student at Inglewood College hundreds of years ago, and also shares a name with the mysterious monster. So there's something there. And then you found out there are beings that can consume magic and become more powerful. And also you realized that one of the missing children shares a likeness with one of the ghosts that haunts your campus. Then some books tried to eat y'all, and you climbed into Moses' magical hoodie together, and you went back to the dorms. And when you awoke the next morning, you were reminded of two things: that the exchange students from the other delegations arrive today, and that you've got to start planning your project for the quintuple delegation tournament. So after being reminded of both of those things, y'all go down to breakfast in the Great Hall. And it's a normal morning. Nobody's acting, weird or different. Everything's just nice and easy breezy. But you do see the exchange students. You see, a couple of students from the Brown delegation sitting at their table, and they're talking in hurried Spanish to one another and just looking around and trying to get used to their surroundings. You see some students from the Asian delegation, and they are just getting down on breakfast. They are loving the grits and the sausages that y'all have to offer. They're having the best time of their life. You see students from the from the indigenous delegation, and they're also just talking to each other and trying to feel stuff out. And then you see some students from the Northeast delegation, and our Northeast delegation are, of course, are white kids. They don't love being called white, so they're the Northeast delegation. How do y'all feel about seeing all these different exchange students around as you sit down for your first meal of the day?
Indifferent. I see people, they're in my way. I need to get breakfast.
I mean, it's amazing who you can tell is comfortable in a room full of Black people. This is like the weirdest pack of people at the cookout ever.
Any thoughts?
Notice. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, any thoughts, Darius or Morgause?
I don't notice because I uncharacteristically am very focused on my upcoming project. Like, since last night, I have been sketching things, and if you look, you'll see formulas and a different notes. I'm really focused on making this a big thing.
Of the things that make me nervous, crowds and new people are really, really high on the list. So I think after subconsciously scooting closer to Buffy and further away from the new students, I have also started to work on my project, but in that very pointed, please don't speak to me or perceive me kind of way, hoping that if we do befriend some new students, they kind of just don't notice I'm here.
All right. So, yeah, that's how it plays out. So Darius and Morgause are just taking notes, trying to figure out what they're going to do for their project. Moses is just getting down on breakfast. What did you get for breakfast, Moses?
I loaded up one single plate of the scrambled eggs, grabbed the second plate, stacked that on top of the eggs, and loaded that up with extra bacon. If they have two different types, I get the predominantly the medium rare.
Ketchup on them eggs or no? Just out of curiosity.
No ketchup. That's stupid.
Okay.
And then I get another plate. Load that with a bunch of pancakes. Second plate on top of that. Load that with the ramekins of butter and syrup. And then put another plate on top of it. And I call it my deluxe Grand Slam.
As Moses, as you're making your deluxe Grand Slam, Headmaster Delroy Lindo walks past the table and does a double take and just says, "You bet not be wasting no food, boy," and then walks away.
I'm gonna eat all this.
So Buffy is just checking out the exchange students, trying to figure them out. Moses finishes his Grand Slam. Darius and Morgause are sketching out their projects. And from the notice that you got that morning, you know that your first period classes have been canceled. You are all to report back to the library for first period so you guys can work on your projects as you are upperclassmen and you have to participate in the quintuple delegation tournament. You get to the library after breakfast is over in lieu of first period, and you see Professor Viola Davis walking around, and she stops and she does a double take at the gate of the restricted section, and she sees the padlock, and she like looks at it, and she looks back at you guys, and she looks at it again, and she looks back at you guys, and then she just pulls out her wand and like does whatever spell it is that actually locks that gate and doesn't say anything. And you all take a seat at one of the long tables, and 3 members of the Northeast delegation sit down next to you. Becky, Chad, and Wentworth. And they immediately, Becky just leads the charge. Hi guys, good morning. I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy. Oh my God. We have been, since I heard that we were having the quintuple delegation tournament and that you guys were hosting it, I just wanted to come so badly. Listen, I study magical Black history. It's my favorite elective at the Northeast Delegation School, and I'm just so excited to be here and learn from primary resources.
Did she say primary resources?
Did she just call us a resource?
Yes, she did.
Ashley, you really need to watch yourself.
My name is Becky. Hi, I'm Becky. What's your name?
I'm Buffy. Why are you at our table again, Karen?
My name is Becky. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear that. I'm just so excited to meet all the students and learn everything that there is to know from you guys. And like I said, I know a lot about magical Black history, so I can't wait for us to get together and just talk about that.
I'm gonna lean over to Darius. Are we in the wrong class right now?
I'm like scribbling something and like I cross something out and I'm just like, I don't know.
And Chad and Wentworth are definitely not like as excited as Becky is. They're being very chill. They've got a couple of books out of the library, like stacks. And Wentworth and Chad are just kind of like, yeah, man, maybe we can like toss some ideas, toss ideas around and see what, you guys are doing for the tournament. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that, these was schools competing against other schools. So like, why would I tell like Michael and Jessica what we're working on?
Well, collaboration is a huge part of the quintuple delegation tournament. If you can go back into your history books and like read about the first one that was held in 1825, there's so much information about our community can just exchange each other and have like a great cultural exchange. It's not appropriation; it's a cultural exchange.
What are you exchanging?
And Becky doesn't say anything.
That part.
I'm gonna just look at Kiki and just.
I'm actually out of syrup, so I'm getting out of this awkward situation.
Why do you have syrup in the library? You can have syrup in the library.
What says so? I can. I obviously do.
And as you say that, Viola Davis walks past the table that you're sharing with these students from the Northeast delegation, and she stops and she looks at all of you. She looks at Moses first and she says, "There is no food in the library, young man. You very well know that." And she takes her wand and just like vanishes your syrup. Just bye, no more syrup. And then she looks at Morgause and she says, "While it's true that the quintuple delegation tournament is a tournament, we do enjoy learning from one another. And we do need to be gracious hosts this year." And then she looks at Buffy and she says, I'm very glad that none of you have gone into sections of the school where you should not be.
I mean, we pay for this school technically. All of it should be accessible.
Yes, Master Viola Davis. We definitely have not been where we are not supposed to be.
And Buffy, you say that so quickly that she doesn't hear Moses' smart ass answer about how everything in the school should be accessible. And basically that functioned as a threat, and you guys know it. You know that she knows that y'all were in the restricted section, and so you just don't want to piss her off this morning. And Becky looks at Viola Davis, and Becky is like, I'm just so excited to be here, Professor Davis. I'm sure you can teach me so much. But what I really want to know about is the herbology professors. And where are Professor Method Man and Redman? Because I have so much questions about black I'm so excited I can't even talk. And Viola Davis just looks at her and she says, this is a library, Becky. It's a library. And then Viola Davis walks away from your table.
She didn't get my syrup back.
I like that she just shushed Stephanie like that. That was hilarious.
I jeffed myself. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, do we need
first
to
step of the
rewind? Do we need to rewind since you jeffed yourself?
No, it's okay. Just as she walks away, I do like this, and then I make a syrup appear, and then I hand it to Moses.
Oh!
Bruh.
If you were not already maxed out on adversity tokens, I would give you one because I
I'm
love an
I've got
intelligent
20
role
now.
taker. You can't have 20. You can have 3. 3 of them. That's it. And so Wentworth and Chad are like buried in their books. And Becky leans over and she thinks that she's whispering. And she's like, like I told Professor Davis, I am so interested in herbology. And I'm sure that we can reach some sort of agreement if you guys could answer some of my herbology questions. I'm sure there's something that I could offer you all.
What do you want to know about the herb? I feel like Moses is kind of our group botanist over here.
You said herbology. Also, I think Morgause jeffed herself.
Everybody's not used to this. Are they jeffing themselves tonight?
I sure did jeff myself.
Jeffing all over the place. You want to say what you want to say, Morgause?
I said, what is your project on, Becky?
I'm really trying to make an improved mandrake drought. And the mandrake drought that we have at the Northeast delegation is very different from the ones that I've heard about Professors Method Man and Redman curating. And so I would really I would love to be able to
I'm gonna
see.
I'm gonna stop you there. We don't have anything we're gonna offer to you. So keep your Becky ass away from us, and we'll be chill for the rest of the day. I didn't get my breakfast. I'm trying to eat now, and you're at a fucking 11 right now. Okay? You catch me, Becky? Nod. Nod. Okay. I'm gonna need you to shut
Okay,
the fuck up.
so Becky nods and she quiets down, but she pulls out her notebook in the same way that Darius and Morgause were sketching plans for their project. She is furiously sketching different potions and different magic droughts in her notebook and very animatedly showing them to Wentworth and Chad the way that she would show them to you guys. She's doing it in such a way that it's she's trying to show you guys that she thinks she's got a great mandrake potion and she just needs your help with it. And as your DM, stepping out of character for just a second, I will say, y'all do have 3 mysteries that you're trying to unravel right now, and your professors aren't helping you. And this broad did say that she knows a lot about Black magical history. So, just saying, she's annoying, but...
Hey, Becky.
Yes?
Becky. Let's say we answer your questions. You're not from around here. Maybe maybe they talk about it more where you're from. Have you ever heard of something called Montero or someone named Montero?
I've read a lot about Black magical history, and that definitely rings a bell. But I feel like I would be able to remember better if I had a mandrake.
Wow. Okay, so we just
I'm really impressed.
let's just play tradesies, I guess. Is that what you're getting at, Katie?
Yeah, like if you guys could help me get one of Professor Method Man and Red Man's mandrakes, then I would tell you everything I know about Montero Jones. And oh, I've already said too much.
How about you tell us everything you know, and we'll get you that mandrake?
I mean, I feel like the trade was my idea, so.
Rebecca, can you give us a second? Let me just.
Sure.
Just
Take all the time you need. The competition's not for like another month anyway, so like I have time.
Look, y'all, I'm not trying to give some Karen anything for free. I mean, we know our Black history. What happens when we just give the colonizers things without something in return? I'm not trying to get beads for land right now.
Well, that and mandrakes are hard as hell to take because they scream the second you take them out of the dirt.
I didn't get
so,
my breakfast.
And Morgals raises a give me 1 second, Mo. Morgals raises a great point. You have all taken beginner level herbology with Professors Method Man and Red Man. And while you are aware that they do cultivate a special kind of mandrake, you have never actually seen them before. It is considered an upperclassman thing, and they are very powerful. The small babies basically can like knock you out for a couple of hours. You have no clue what a full-grown one can do. So this would not necessarily be a safe mission.
I mean, let's be real. If we're going to be in competition, why would we give it up to that be?
I mean, she knew the name of the guy from the yearbook. She knew who Montero Jones was.
I ain't trying to be in debt with her. I don't want to. Right now we got a perfect relationship. We don't owe her anything. She doesn't owe us anything. If anything, I got a hoodie. Why don't I just follow her around and see if if I can spook her out or something like that?
I want to know what she's going to do with this mandrake. We've been pretty upfront with.
Yeah, I don't know that I believe that it's just for a project.
Hell no. She don't know anything about. All right, so what
Okay, follow-up question. Do we think this girl is going to become a problem for us if we don't get her a mandrake?
Yes.
Because that is where I am.
How?
I feel like she's just going to be in our ass all the time from now on until she wears us down. Or, no, look, she might try and get us in trouble just to get back at us for not agreeing.
But why would the teachers side with the white girl? Oh, I hear it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, who's to say that she won't do that when we steal the mandrake? Plus, what if this mandrake's like pretty dope? What if we want it for ourselves? I haven't seen it.
We've already stolen it. We have a mandrake.
Oh.
Okay, wait. The ghost. Before we agreed to help Brittany or Becky or whoever, the ghost in the bathroom looks like one of the people that we saw from the previous competitions. What if we go ask her first?
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
She might know more than us. Like maybe what I don't know what her name is anymore. Stephanie?
Samantha.
What Samantha wants to do with the mandrake.
That's what I asked her. Especially, she might not know anything other than what you read in a book. I bet that ghost know everything. She got, they close.
So that's the group decision? You guys want to go talk to the ghost first and then possibly do the trade with Becky?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Sarah's kind of loud in here, so we might have a chance to escape while she keeps getting scolded, you know?
Okay. So you all ask Viola Davis if you can leave the library to go to the restroom. And you ask one by one, and Viola Davis just looks at you, and she knows that you're up to something. And instead of calling you on it, just says, I better not have to fix whatever it is you're about to do later.
I'm sorry for my large poops.
I would think that was a problem for our janitorial staff, ma'am, but understood.
And she just looks at you, like the audacity of you all to make poop jokes. And she just looks at you and she just black moms you and just get out of my face. Get all four of you. I don't want to see. Just go. Just go.
Was not a joke, ma'am.
And so you all leave. The crying ghost usually hangs out across campus on the 3rd floor. She's out not by the greenhouse, basically she's just in a random hallway kind of near where the potions classes would be. And she just cries all the time. All she ever does is cry. How do y'all attempt to and that's what she's doing right now. She's in her hallway outside the potions classrooms, just crying her eyes out. How do y'all plan to get her attention?
I mean, like you do with any fellow emo, talk about music.
And you all do know her name. You learned it when you were in the library. Her name was Maya Harper.
I think I'd like to just walk up to her and say, "Are you Maya? Are you okay?"
What stat? I don't even have y'all character sheets up. Wow, definitely can tell I had a week off. What stat do you want to use for that?
I guess charm.
And charm is your.
Charm is my D6.
Woo, girl. Hang on. I'm just going to roll against you for that. Well, no, I'm not going to roll against you. I said it in my head what it is. So go ahead and just roll your D6. Tell me what you get.
It's a 6.
Oh, fuck you. It was 5. I said it at 5 because it should have been hard. How dare you? So tell me again what you say.
I just want to walk up, not super close because I don't want to scare her off, but I just want to walk up and just say, "Hi, are you Maya? Are you okay?"
And she stops crying and turns around and says, I haven't heard my name in so long.
Maya Harper, right?
That was my name. Yeah, that was my name.
Do you like
Maya
bacon?
Harper? And now you've heard it again. I'm trying to use charm to win her over.
Roll your D8. Then if you're trying to use charm, roll your D8 and let's see if that works.
2.
That does not work on her. She just looks at you like you're a fucking buffoon.
Do you like?
Well,
bacon,
Maya, somebody probably hasn't talked to you in quite a while. But
no one's talked to me in a long time. Nobody really talked to me before either.
I mean, I totally understand how that is. I mean, what are you into, Maya? Or what were you into when you were a student here?
I loved potions, and I liked transfiguration, and oh shit was a great class.
Mhm.
Professor Baudon was my favorite.
You have Professor Baudon too? Dang. Well, okay.
Oh, Professor Baudon has been at this school for ages.
What?
So, I don't know. We're third years. Just thought maybe we could jam with you. There's a big competition coming up at this school. You ever heard of it?
The name escapes me, but it's something about the other students, right? There are other students here. I saw them this morning.
Yeah. It's wild seeing all these different types of people here, right?
Yeah, it is. So many different people here.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you compete in the tournament?
The tournament was that year, but I didn't get to go.
Why not?
I died. And then she just starts crying again, just sobbing hysterically.
Anybody have like a tissue or something like that? What a ghost.
Don't worry. I got this. I put my hands together like this, and then I show that I have like nothing in my hands. And then I do it again, and then I pull out a pack of Oreo minis, and I just hand them to her.
What? I'm going to definitely call that a stat that you're going to have to roll for. Which one would you like it to be?
It's charm, baby! And
What'd you get?
5.
Oh, does not hit. You try to hand her the Oreo minis, and they just go through her body. She's a ghost.
Ghost!
And it feels cold. Like your hand feels cold when it touches the ghost body.
I'm gonna pick up the Oreo minis.
I mean, I love like good music to cry to, Like maybe I could help her out and play something.
First of all, Moses, if you aren't maxed out on adversity tokens, I would give you one for picking up the Oreos because that is very in line with your character. Buffy, what stat would you like to use? And also, what song do you want to play? I want both of those things, please.
Well, let's see. This is 2007, right?
It's the early 2000s. I said a year at some point. I don't remember which one, and I don't want to contradict myself, but I feel like it was 2000. Let's just say between 2004 and 2007.
All right. So I'm going to say that she probably listened to like The Cure, like any 80s emo girl. And I'm going to roll to see if I've got The Cure on my iPod.
Do you want to call that? Let's call that brains, because you got to remember what's on your iPod.
Brains?
Yeah, it's your D10.
My 10.
D10 is the spaceship? No, it's 12.
This D10?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's like a smaller D20, like an ugly D20. If you're not ugly D10, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, rude. Why?
It's a 9.
Oop, that definitely beats. So you put on, what Cure song did you say you were going to put on?
Just Like Heaven.
So you start playing Just Like Heaven off of your iPod, and she doesn't stop crying. She stops sobbing, and now she's just at like small tears out the eyes and like little sniffles, and she's like, "Oh, that takes me back. That takes me back."
The good one, right? Morrissey, right?
That is Robert Smith, you
Oh,
poser.
my bad.
And she calls you a poser, and then she starts sobbing again.
Oh,
Okay, sis is already crying, and it seems like she's just gonna do this for a while, so I might as well ask. I'm gonna try to be gentle about it while The Cure is playing softly in the background. Is it playing softly or is it playing very loud?
No, it's softly. You guys, you are in a hall room, and there is a class or a hall room. You're in a hallway outside of a classroom, and Professor Davis thinks that y'all are all taking really big poops, so you don't want to get caught right now. So it's playing softly.
So I just want to kind of try and like catch her attention. I don't know how well she can see through the tears, the ghost tears, and say, do you remember what happened to you before you died? Do you remember how you ended up here?
And she pauses for a second and like kind of looks up at the sky, and she says, it was the beginning of my junior year, and there was supposed to be a tournament that year, and there was this beautiful girl from the Brown delegation. Her name was Carmen, and we were supposed to meet on the rooftop to look at the stars, and I got there before she did, and I heard something behind me, and I thought I heard the voice of Professor Mary, and then I was dead.
Maya, this is important. Were you there to look at the stars, or were you there to look at a comet?
I was there to look at the comet. Carmen and I were going to look at the comet.
I'm going to throw out a name real quick, and I'm sorry in advance if this upsets you. Does the name Montero mean anything to you?
Roll brains for me. Brains is your D20, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
Fuck. I just fucked myself.
You don't know. I'm bad at rolling. 18.
God damn you. Do you want to know what it was set at? Do you want to know?
It sounds like you want me to know, so I'm going to say yes.
17. 17 was what I wanted you to beat.
It's okay. My luck's going to run out eventually. I'm sure, like, when I'm about to get hit or something.
Okay, so you rolled an 18. You asked if the name Montero means anything to her. And Maya Harper looks at you and she says, we were told to be careful. We were told to be careful. Something bad could have happened because of Montero, but they didn't specify, and Carmen and I just wanted to see the comet together. And that's it. That's all she says.
Y'all got any other questions?
Who's Carmen? What's Carmen's last name? I don't know how to pick up this accent.
I was Jeff. Maybe she could help us with that potion that girl wanted to make. She said she liked potions. Like, what potion needs a mandrake?
Give me a stat roll for that, Buffy. What do you want to call that? I feel like it's great because you are real determined right now to get information out of this ghost.
All right, fine. I'll roll brains. This dice is weird though, so like, it doesn't roll nice.
Well, do you want to roll brains or grit? Because I feel like it could be either one.
My brains are higher than my grit, and it's an 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it beats anyway because I was just gonna set it at whatever you had. Anyway, it beats. So what did you ask her?
Well, maybe if you don't remember why you were watching the comment, I was wondering if you could maybe help us with a potion. I was wondering, like, what potion specifically would you need, like, a mandrake for?
Oh, there are several that you can use. There are restorative droughts that you can use. They would help people if they were hurt or in danger. You could use you can make a restorative drought for that using the mandrake potion. There are some glamour spells that you could use using a mandrake that they would help change your appearance or your voice. The mandrake is not an easy ingredient to work with, but there are several different ways that you could use it.
Are there any dangerous potions that it's in? Like anything poisonous or...
None that anyone of your age would know. No, that would require advanced skill beyond anything that you would learn while you're a upperclassman.
What about white people?
You would know any?
I couldn't hear. Darius and Buffy spoke at the same time, so I couldn't hear what you guys said.
Buffy, you go first.
I was saying, do you know of any dangerous potions that you shouldn't have known about, maybe?
She looks at you and she goes, "Bitch, I died."
So I'm gonna take that as a yes.
And she says she composes her ghost self, and she says, "I may have learned things in the afterlife because I have haunted the halls of Inglewood College for 20 years. But as a student, no, nothing dangerous." And what did you want to ask, Darius?
Okay, what if just like hypothetically there was like a woman and she just happened to be white, and she just seemed like she had like, you know, like she gives you like an evil vibe, not because she's white, but because she just seems evil. You know what I mean? Again, not because she's white. I'm not racist. Would she maybe like if she was just like hypothetically wanting to have like a big mandrake? Could she be using it for like evil stuff, or is it just like maybe like not evil stuff, like, you know, makeup or potions?
Roll charm for me, please.
I'm going to use that adversity token that I got. So now I'm down to 19 tokens. Oh, that rolled off the thing. That is a 6. And also I throw in one of these.
6. 6 beats what I had set it at. And so she pauses for a moment and she says, "Any student of your age would not have advanced enough magic to make anything dangerous using a mandrake. No."
Okay. Also, one more question. So, when you cry, are your ghost tears still ghost tears or are they real tears? If so, if you're not using them, can I borrow your ghost tears, just in case?
I want everyone to give me a roll.
What did you do?
Well, yeah, what did you do? Everybody give me either charm or brains, whichever one is higher.
I'm rolling charm because that's my D20.
Brains
Okay.
is my D20. 18 again.
17.
4.
Moses, you're Jeffed.
I guess I did. What was my? I don't have my sheet up either.
That's not even a sheet. You sent me a text. Your brains are your 10 and your charm is your 12.
I'm gonna use that 12. 9.
All right, so I had set that as a group roll. So if all of you basically got half of your whichever stat you rolled or higher, you were gonna win. So you did, and you're not sure how she does it because she's a ghost, and we've established that she doesn't have corporeal form, but somehow she conjures a jar out of somewhere, and she starts just sobbing hysterically, and she's holding the jar at her chin. So as she's sobbing, all of these tears go into the jar. And then she closes it and she hands it to Darius. And she says, "It was lovely hearing my name and speaking to someone. But please do not bother me again."
Dang, Mike.
I take the jar and I say, "I will avenge you, and I will visit you every week until you are avenged." And I just walk away.
I'm a $5.
That's such
Bye,
a
Maya.
big promise. Darius, like, God.
So
Come on.
Darius has just made a promise to a ghost. Everybody write that down.
That tracks.
because that's important for later. And y'all got a jar of ghost tears. Who know how that's gonna work out in later?
No, y'all didn't get it. Darius got it.
No, the team
try
had
to
to
get
roll
my-
for it. The whole party had to roll for it, so this is a win for the whole party. Y'all got a jar of ghost tears.
Communal ghost.
Community tears, baby.
One thing, one dream.
What do you all do? So she gives Darius tears. Darius makes a fucking promise to a ghost, which I feel like is not great for everyone. And then she starts crying again and she just floats away. What do you all do? And mind you, Professor Davis thinks that you're all taking big poops.
I
Bye,
mean,
Maya.
maybe we should check out the greenhouse just to see if there's like mandrakes in there. I mean, we won't touch them, but
Y'all
It'd
notice
be
she was saying no student had the knowledge, and she wouldn't say anything else. She didn't say that it's not dangerous.
I mean, we're not going to touch them. We just need to make sure we know, like, you know.
Is that Katie bitch following us right now?
And you guys look around the hallway. There's no one. You're the only ones there. Everybody else is in class.
I mean, if we go to the mandrakes and then we can take a shit, I'd totally be down for that.
I have a pitch, and it might sound crazy, but we bring her the mandrake, and if she tries to pull anything, we kill her and all her friends.
With what?
No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. What?
Ash Bubba just
What?
said in chat, making a promise to a ghost is now a euphemism for going to the bathroom. That's fantastic. Sorry, I had to interrupt your planning to just share that with you all. What's up now? What are you deviants planning on doing?
Breaking into the greenhouse.
Yeah, sounds like we're gonna go do some crime.
All right, cool. This is on brand. Y'all want to go do some crime. So Maya Harper floats away. You have a jar of ghost tears now. Is that in your pocket? Did you give it? What did you do with it, Darius? Who has the
It's
ghost
in my
tears?
satchel.
What did you do with it? Huh?
It's in my satchel where I keep all my snacks and, sleight of hand tools.
So the ghost tears are in your satchel, and for the first time today, you hear Jan wake up and go, "Oh, you put the ghost tears in that thing? That thing's not even alive. It don't have no brain. It has no plans."
Ooh.
Jan is hungry.
Jen, do you want
and
to go tears?
What'd you say, DK?
I said, Jen, do you want to eat the ghost tears? Is that what this is about?
I don't want to eat them. I just say I have a better place to hide things. I have brain.
Backpack's got a point.
What the my ghost tears?
I'm gonna put
Jan.
my hand on
You can do it.
Darius's shoulder.
Thanks, buddy.
It's yours.
Jan
If you wanna
appreciates
keep
it.
Good.
Right, Jan?
Think of it like when you give money to a bank. It's still your money, but the bank is holding on to it for you.
Nah, I don't use banks. I don't trust other people with my money. Come on, don't be an idiot, guys.
And Jan just says, "Safekeeping." All I'm saying, safekeeping.
Just to be clear, I carry all the money that I owe on me at all times. I show them my bag.
Great tactic.
This is such a
Stuff
bad
with
plan,
money.
and you should not have told anyone that. Darius
Wow,
always.
$3. That's
Oh.
a lot.
Okay. Anyway, Darius has got the ghost tears in his satchel. Maya has floated away,
Oh, no, it's-
and you guys are all set that you're going to sneak to the greenhouse, check out these mandrakes, and then poop, and then go back to the library. Correct?
Mhm.
All right. So you make it. You start walking down the stairs. You do pass the janitor, and he all looks at y'all, and he's like, "You have a bathroom pass?"
Let me check my backpack.
And Jan,
the ghost cheers at him.
no, Jan immediately just spits out a hall pass.
Here you go, sir.
And he looks at the hall pass. It's legit, and he just says, "I'm glad that you're all adhering to the buddy system. It's already been a crazy school year, and we're only 2 weeks deep." And he lets y'all go. You walk down to the outside grounds. You pass you pass the tree that's shaped like Michael Jackson, your favorite hangout outside on the grounds. You see that Method Man and Red Man are holding their first period, but they're not holding it inside the greenhouse. And the door to the greenhouse is just wide open, so y'all just bust up in it. What's the first thing that you do?
Look for some earmuffs. Or like earplugs or something.
Everybody give me I mean, in D&D, that'd be investigation. In Kids on Brooms, that would be brains, because I feel like you have to think ahead. So everybody give me a brains roll.
My brains is...
That's your D10. Your little D20.
Eight.
Sorry, go ahead.
Buffy, what'd you get?
8.
Morgas, what'd you get?
Metal dice are the shit. I got a 19.
What is happening? Moses, what did you get?
6.
Darius, what did you get?
I got 4.
So Buffy and Morgaus find earmuffs immediately and put them on. What'd you get again, Moses?
A 6.
A 6, you find earplugs. So you're still going to be able to hear stuff, but it's going to muffle the sound. Darius, you find nothing.
Do I find at least 2 slightly thick leaves?
Wait. You said you rolled a 4?
Yes.
That means your die explodes, so go ahead and roll again, actually.
Oh, yay! It exploded again! Woohoo! Oh, it exploded again! I cannot be stopped! I'm at 12 right now. Oh, that landed on the keyboard. Sorry. That's 13. I am a god.
And this is why we have the fun mechanic of the die exploding in this system, because if you had just gotten a 4, you would have been asked out, because I set the AC at 7. And since you were close to 7, Moses, that's why I decided to give you earplugs. So Darius, Morgaus, and Buffy all find ear muffs. Moses gets earplugs, so he will still hear things. But in the event that you guys like find a mandrake or whatever else, he's not going to be severely affected. But the thing is, with the earmuffs on, you guys can barely hear one another. So you got your earmuffs, you put them on, Moses ticks in his earplugs. What's the plan?
Anybody know sign language?
What was that?
Anybody know sign language?
Anybody?
You know.
Do we know like sign language or something that we could use to?
And you can't hear what Jan is saying, but Jan is furiously just like flapping.
What do you want, girl?
Do you take your earmuffs off?
Yes, I do.
So Jan says, maybe just put on earmuffs when you think you find Mandrake. You talk freely, no earmuffs.
Okay.
I like the way you think, Jan.
That's a good point. Thanks, girl.
And now, what's your next move?
Jan, you got any books on plants?
And Jan says, "You took first year of herbology. You have book," and spits out your first year herbology book on you.
All right.
Give me a roll for brains, please, Buffy, since you're the one holding the book.
Okay. 10.
So that explodes. So roll it again.
2.
I mean, I'm not mad because I want you guys to succeed. We're playing together. But I will say the dice have been so in your favor this evening because I definitely set it at 12 and you just hit 12. And so you open the herbology book, you start flipping through it, and you get to the section on mandrakes. And it does tell you that there are a couple of different mandrakes that are native to the Northern Americas, and that Professors Method Man and Red Man have cultivated their own special mandrake, and it's one thing that they are famous for among their other herbology accomplishments. And it tells you, the same thing, like the mandrake, it's restorative, it can do all this healing stuff, blah, blah, blah. But like the small baby mandrakes can hurt you if you listen to its crying. The full one can knock you out. And so you should always handle it with some kind of sound protection. And it's got diagrams in there. So you can start compare, like it shows you what the leaves would look like.
That's what I'm after.
When we find it, Moses, do you want to put on your hoodie and keep a lookout outside since you have earplugs and not earmuffs? Just in case.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Do you want to keep a lookout in your hoodie when we find the mandrake?
Yeah, I got that. I got you, fam.
Follow.
So the one thing that the book does mention is that it has the diagrams, but you realize that there is another plant that looks very similar to it. And it does tell you basically the only way to tell the difference between this mandrake that you need and the other plant is to just lift them up out of the pot and like expose the roots.
Oh, gross.
Cool.
So you're in for it.
This?
Huh?
The leaves that look like this, like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, exactly. It's the leaves that look like this, but they're two different plant specimens. So I'm assuming they're just going to spread out.
Together, you know what it looks like, guys? You know what happens if you put the leaves together? You know what it looks like?
What does it look like, Darius?
It looks like a butt. I'm old, but I don't actually know what vaginas are. So
I am upset. So I'm assuming that you all spread out and start looking, correct?
Yeah.
As I'm walking away, I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, what's the call sign? You want me to go like, ooh, ooh, or what?"
Surprise us. We'll know it's you.
Okay. Okay, I got
Things
you.
have happened this episode with y'all saying "surprise us" to Moses. Darius not making deals with ghosts. This is y'all are just asking.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Y'all are asking for it. Okay, so you all spread up. You go looking for the mandrake. You're just looking. There are two different plants that have the same leaf pattern. Moses is keeping watch. I would like y'all to give me. I guess we're just going to keep rolling brains tonight because I feel like you'd have to be smart to recognize the leaves. So those of you who are still inside the greenhouse, give me your brains roll.
That's a 3. I
That's
told you my
nice.
luck was out.
I got
So
it.
Morgoth, you find nothing. Do you want to stick with your 3 or do you want to use
I'll use a
advantage?
adversity token.
Okay.
That is an 11.
Okay. Buffy?
I got a 9.
Okay. Darius?
I got a 3, but I just want to remind you that in real life, I'm very smart.
And you don't want to use one of your tokens?
No, I just want to live dangerously. So
Okay. So with a 3, you find nothing. You just basically get distracted looking at other stuff. And you just kind of you forget that like you're there to look at the mandrake, and you're just looking at other cool stuff inside the greenhouse. Buffy and Morgause, you both find plants with the leaf pattern, but you're not certain if it's the actual mandrake or if it's the false one.
What about the mandrake?
So do we each find one that has the leaf?
Each of you both, well, it's not just one. There's groups of plants, right? Because it's a greenhouse. So you split up. Morgause, you find a group of plants that has the leaf pattern. Buffy, you find a group of plants that has the leaf pattern. But you're not certain which one's the real one or which one's the fake one. Like it said in the book, the only way is to...
Morgause, I'm going to bring these pots towards you.
Okay.
I want you to think, well, let me know if you think this looks like what I think it looks like. So I'm going to carry my pots to Morgause.
It does look like what it's supposed to look like, and I'm going to sort of pick up one of the whole pots and say, but so does this.
Oh. Well, damn. Should we lift him up?
Do we want to just put earmuffs on and then just pull them out at the same time? And then whatever one is the wrong one, just jam it back in there?
I overhear the conversation and I say, when it comes to lifting things, that's why you call your man Darius.
I mean, your stat is brawn, so give me a brawn roll, Darius.
Are we all going to put our headphones on?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I'm assuming yes. All right, Darius, give me a roll.
That is a 14.
All right, cool. So with a 14, whose pot do you open first? Morgause's or Buffy's?
I was trying to grab both of them at the same time.
Oh, at the same time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody puts their earmuffs on. Moses is doing lookout, and he's still got his earplugs on. And you, Darius, you lift both at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you lift, and one plant is just roots. And the other plant you lift out, and there is what looks to be an adult man's head on the bottom. And it reminds you all of Wheelchair Jimmy from Degrassi. And you see the mouth moving. You can't hear it because you have on earmuffs, but Moses, who has on earplugs, can faintly hear, passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, in my own ways.
I'm so upset that you literally made a mandrake. I'm so, how did I miss?
A mandrake.
You guys, I'm not going to lie, I've been holding that in for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. When you said that you didn't want to bargain with Becky, I was so mad because I was like, they're going to ruin my fucking joke. And so Darius, you're just holding it, and he's just, controller, I need a one dance. He's doing the thing.
Wait, Drake loves tears. We should feed Drake tears.
No, they're my tears.
I mean, how else are we going to get this thing out of here?
Well, you guys are yelling at each other, but you have on earmuffs, so you can't hear anything. And Darius hasn't repotted the mandrake, so it's still just in his hand. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? So you're never gonna leave.
So I see that you're trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I can't hear you when I take my headphones off.
And you hear it go, jump man, jump man, jump man, and you pass out with it in your hand. So Darius is now passed out because he took his earmuffs off and he heard the cries of the mandrake.
Is he still holding
Morgause, what do you do?
Is he still like holding on to it?
He's holding on to it, but like he's passed out, so his hand has not. It's gone kind of slack.
I just want to grab the mandrake and put it back in the pot.
I'm just saying you could do better. Give me your brawn roll, Morgause.
Okay.
Where's your sheety sheet?
3.
Okay, that's fine because I had set it at 3. I'm just saying you could do better. And so you see that Darius is passed out. You grab the mandrake and just shove it right back in the dirt, so it shuts the entire fuck up. What do you guys do next?
Shit. He's bigger than all of us, isn't he?
Yeah, Darius is definitely bigger than you guys are.
Cool. Should we get Moses or leave him? How are we gonna get Darius out of here?
And when you say how are we gonna get Darius out of here, you just hear Jan go, safekeeping. And you remember that you did put the ghost tears.
Buffy, I think you were right. You want to do the honors?
All right. Thanks, Jan. What are we about to do with this?
You take the ghost tears out of Jan and you undo the lid and just like kind of like run your fingers around the rim, and then you just kind of like splash Darius with some, you know how like you can get water in your hand to splash it on your friend's face? You
Power of Christ compels you. Power of Christ compels you.
I'm not even going to make you roll for that because that was a good joke. Yeah, Darius wakes up.
Great.
So you've learned a couple of things today. You do have a fully grown mandrake that you have stolen, basically. You haven't gotten out of the greenhouse yet, but like, you're close. You're close to having stolen a mandrake. And you've also learned that ghost tears can undo the effects of mandrake crying. Where are you going after this? Because Viola Davis still thinks that you're pooping.
I have an idea. Buffy, let's get Moses, bring him back inside, and put the whole mandrake pot inside the hoodie. And then put that inside of Jan. So that way we can get it out of here and nobody will see it, but it won't cry.
Okay. I mean, shouldn't Jan just hold the whole thing anyway?
Yeah. Will it fit? I never. How big is Jan? Is Jan?
I don't know.
Jan says, size is relative.
It's very philosophical of you, Jan. I appreciate you. Okay, yeah, let's give it to Jan.
Give me brains rolls, you guys. All the brains rolls today. Today is we're just thinking a lot.
It's a 5. So I have reached the end of my usefulness.
Mine's a 2.
I hit my head when I passed out. A 1.
Oh, geez, Louise. And so even though Jan is like super philosophical on you guys, you realize that the mandrake's not going to fit into Jan, regardless of her weird like time, space, dimension craziness. It's too large. You still have the option to maybe put the invisibility hoodie on it and just carry it around and hope that nobody sees it because it's invisible. But you would have to convince Moses that's a great plan.
Do we have anything to bribe Moses with?
I could ask Jan if she got any snacks.
No.
Well, as the DM, y'all are in Professor Method Man and Red Man's greenhouse.
What if we steal
another mandrake?
Almost.
Close, but no. What if we get some of that hand leaf for our homie? You know what I'm talking about. That sweet Mary Jane.
Let's definitely do it.
I'm gonna call that grit, and I'm gonna need grit rolls from Morgause and Buffy.
My grit's my 6, right?
8?
Your grit's your 12, dude.
Oh. I don't have my sheet up today.
I got an 8.
I didn't until halfway through the game. What'd you get?
I got an 8 on my D8, so it explodes. 11.
I got an 8.
I had set it at 8. This is ridiculous.
It's these middle dice, I'm telling you.
So you guys are able to, you just go over there, you cut off some of that hand leaf, and Moses, you are currently outside, and you see that Professors Method Man and Red Man are starting to wrap up whatever the outside lesson is and bring the students back towards the greenhouse. What do you do?
Moses, do something smart.
I was supposed to do something. People coming. They're getting stuff. I know. They can't probably hear me. I'm gonna walk towards them. But,
and so Moses walks back into the greenhouse, and he has not made any kind of warning noise. He hasn't communicated with you at all. How do the three of you feel about this?
What are you?
Can we see him?
Yeah, you can see him. He doesn't have the invisibility cloak on.
Well,
I'm not even, you know what? I'm not even mad about this. Can we borrow your hoodie for like a little bit?
huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I think they're coming in.
who's coming in?
Oh, the class? I mean, I can't remember what class this was, but the professors, they're definitely walking this way.
We should super go.
Yeah.
We should super duper leave.
Yeah. Can I be right back? I know where we're at, and I wanted to pick up something before I go.
We already got you. Don't even trip.
Bless your heart. All right, let's get back out of here.
Okay, so you guys hurry up. You put the invisibility hoodie over the mandrake plant pot situation. It turns invisible. Who chooses to carry it?
Moses and Darius, probably. They're the strongest.
Okay, so Moses and Darius are carrying this invisible plant. They just look like two dudes walking with their arms out in front of them like it's a new thing that teenage boys do. It's a little ridiculous, but like they're rocking with it. They're making it happen. Buffy and Morgause, you guys just walk behind them. You're all trying to look as inconspicuous as possible. You passed your other, like the underclassmen as they're filing back into the greenhouse, and they don't say anything to you because you guys are upperclassmen. But as you are outside the greenhouse on the path back into the castle, you do see Professors Method Man and Red Man, and they look at y'all real suspiciously. And Method Man and did you guys see them on the BET Awards, by the way? Why were they so fine? But anyway, they find themselves look at you.
You're
and
smoking
like,
that good.
They look at you and they're like, what are y'all up to?
Just taking big shit, sir.
Excuse me?
Run!
Run!
Everybody roll flight. Roll flight. Everybody roll flight.
My flight is
Oh
so
no!
What is that?
I'm about to trip.
Right. This one is the D. What is my camera doing? This one is the D10, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I got an 8.
Okay.
I also got an 8.
I don't have.
What's happening? Stop that.
Oh, it's a 6. I got a 2. We all know
Oh,
it.
goodness. Moses,
3.
what did you get?
I got 3.
So with the...
Oh wait, you know what? Let me use my adversity token. Hold on.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Oh, geez Louise. Okay. So with a 3 and a 2, Darius says run. and he beat it, so he makes it. And he's got the mandrake, and like he's trying to help Moses with it, but like Moses just fucking blew this roll. But Darius is very strong, so Darius just grabs the whole mandrake, and he does run, and he makes it. Morgause hears run, and Morgause is definitely more brainy than athletic, but she also just books it. Buffy and Moses, y'all like you just get caught on an errant tree root outside, and both of y'all trip, and Professors Method Man and Red Man just look at y'all on the ground, and they say, we're not the disciplinarians around here. I just don't piss off Professor Davis. Get your asses back to class. And they turn around and walk into the greenhouse.
Oh, thank God. Man,
Jesus.
that was going to be bad.
Of course they're the coolest keepers on campus. Of course they are.
And so they just go back into the greenhouse. They don't say anything. They just, they tell you not to piss off Professor Davis, and you four go to get your asses back in class. And that is where we're going to wrap this evening. You talk to a ghost. You got some ghost tears. You stole a mandrake. It sings, and you may or may not give it to Becky. And that's where we'll pick up next session. I'm Jordan. I'm your GM. If you couldn't tell, I really love shitty puns and the rapper Drake, even if he's very questionable and problematic. But I still be listening to Marvin's Room like it was last week. My pronouns are she, her. You can find me at Lambertra. It is just the highlight of my week every week to hang out and do this. Moses, take it away.
I'm Moses. I go by he, him. And this, too, is also a highlight of my week. That, and one of the only things I remembered that happens in my week. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I'm not going to remember what I did tomorrow. But today, it's forever. Take it away, DK.
Hi, I'm DK still. That hasn't changed since the start of the episode. My pronouns today are poisonous snakes. So whatever you feel falls under that, that's the one to use. You can find me during the week when I'm not here still thinking about tabletop games. You can find me at SAP4C on Instagram or at Atrocity Cage on Instagram. You know who else you can find on Instagram? Kiki.
Hi, I'm Kiki. You can find me on Instagram at The Life of Kiki. My pronouns are His Holiness and She Holiness. You can call me Almighty Goddess Demigod Kiki.
I'm into it.
Okay, there was a moment though where I thought that Kiki was gonna get mad because the summer that song came out, it ruined her life.
Oh, Kiki, do you love me? Are you ready?
Yeah. Anyway,
it was honestly the food places. I couldn't eat out because, all of Firehouse sung the song to me, and Starbucks kept writing, Kiki, do you love me on my drink? And it just wasn't nice.
it was not a good time.
Anyway, but you know who probably is always here for a good time and not a long time? My good friend, Jeffrey Thompson.
None of those things are true. Life is misery and pain, and all this show does is distract us from the fact that we and everyone we know will one day die. But have a good week. My pronouns are he, him. Back to you, Jordan.
Our good friend, my good friend, and Morgause's sister, Ganna, is in the chat right now. And she just said, if that had happened to her, she would have said, no, give me my damn latte. That's it. That was us. We're here a lot of Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Sometimes we have family emergencies and we're not here. when we all have to give birth to Nick Cannon's baby, we will take that week off. And then we'll be back the following Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Thank you and good night.